Hello, sports fans, and welcome to another episode of Moose Franchise. We are 15-8, and we will be playing our 24th game of the regular season against the 11-12 Wildwoods. Yo, what's up, guys? I'm editing right now. I forgot to include this in the video, but this is going to be the last Moose Franchise video for a while, as with the release of College Football 25, I will be shifting my focus to that, as well as playing college football throughout football season. So that's going to be my main game for the next several months. But Moose Franchise will return, don't worry. I plan to finish Season 1 and eventually go into more seasons down the road. But I just wanted to let you guys know the plan for the next few months and how there's not going to be any more Moose Franchise videos for a while. Now, I'm not actually sure if we're going to play this game. I might sim it. Our next game... Oh, sorry, that's the wrong tab. Our next game is against the Jacks. So we're going to play one of these two today. And let's just see which is the better team. The Jacks, oh, they're bad. They're 8-15. So we'll play against the Wildwoods sim versus the Jacks. But, this should be a pretty good game. They have a great pitcher on the mound, as he has juiced, good numbers on the season, and really good attributes with being juiced. We have raw strikes on the mound. Oh, for one of the few times this season, I feel like we have to have the pitcher hit. Wow, that's interesting. And raw strikes is actually the pitcher who's kind of decent at hitting with better power. But let's see how I'm going to play around with this lineup, because I haven't used a no DH lineup in a while. So I'm going to play around with this, and then I will get back to you guys in a second. Alright, so I think this is what the lineup will look like. Rock Casey at second leads off, then Nacho Crisp at short. Rip Dingers at third, Irene Fast catching. Those are the top four that haven't changed for the past few games. Pedro Nixon has been our number 5 hitter, but he is well and needs a day off. So Hieronymus Jackson will play center field and bat 5th. Kingsley Jones will play first base and bat 6th. Then Buck Swanner at 7. Decided to give Tremendo the game in right field. Thought about Stallion Johnson, but we'd use probably Johnson off the bench as a pinch hitter at some point in the game. And then raw strikes will pitch. And then you look at our bench real quick. We've got some pretty good players to potentially pinch hit with. Stallion Johnson's not bad. Reese Sandoval and Perry Quaker as well. Roman Rhodes, I'm not really sure if we'll use him. He's not great. And then I'd love to use Pedro Nixon, although he is well and needs a day off. But that's what the lineup will look like today. And hopefully we can get another win. Alright, not sure if you guys have noticed, but I actually have the ego on 50. That is because when I do my series of trying to hit a 500-foot home run, I plan ego 50. Last game of Moose Franchise, we played on 63. We won that game. So we will be playing on 66 today, which might be our highest we've played on so far. So, gonna be tough, but hopefully we can get the win. Rock Casey leads off. He's on fire. Takes outside. Oh man, that was right down the middle. Just a bit late on it. This guy does throw very hard. That's a 96-mile-an-hour cutter. Plus the velocity is very good. That's fouled off. There's that cutter again. That misses. 2-2 to Rock Casey. Puts it on the ground to first. And he grounds out. His mojo goes back down to locked in. Here's Nacho Crisp. Takes upstairs for ball 1. That misses. Make it 2-0. Make it 3-0 to Nacho Crisp. And that is a tapper back to the pitcher. And he's retired. Here's Rip Dingers. Has plus 10 power because he's facing a left-handed batter. Misses for ball 1. That's a nice pitch. 1-1. 2-1. That misses. That's tapped foul. Just gets a piece. So probably going to be called strike. That was borderline. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And another one put in play. Second baseman goes flying behind the first baseman, but 3 groundouts in the first inning. I feel like this is a game where we're going to have to keep them from scoring because it's going to be hard to score against their starter. Hit into center. Oh, man, that would have been a sick catch for Hieronymus Jackson. Instead, he misses that. Its mojo goes down, although, I mean, that's a tough catch to make. Now back down to neutral. Going to second on the first pitch of the at-bat, and he's safe. That's something I struggle with, throwing out runners. Also, the arm for Irene Fast is not great. That's a nice swing and a miss. Casey makes a nice diving play. The throw on the first will get him, and Rock Casey's mojo increases back to on fire. Although they now have runner on third for Hack Weiner. Surprised he's just batting .207 on the year. A very good player. It's fouled off. I'm debating putting the infield in here. It's only the first inning, so I think I'm just going to keep the infield back, but definitely considering it. Oh, that was... We had him, too. Oh, man, that's so frustrating. If I make a better throw... Ripdingers is now 10th, although I think he might have been. If I make a better throw, we have him. And he's out, even with the infield back. Instead, I throw it away, and a runner on second. That was dumb. There's a tapper, 2 raw strikes. Misses outside. Or sorry, outside strike. Just misses. That one actually misses outside. Popped up foul and out of play. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Strikeout for all strikes, and they do get a hit and a run, and I'm kind of frustrated that I messed up, but hopefully we can come back and get a run back in this inning. Way behind that. 1-1. Oh, that was upstairs. 1-2. And swing and miss. Irene Fast down on strikes. Here's Hieronymus Jackson. He's been playing well lately. Both those pitches missed. 2-0. There's a strike. 2-1 to Hieronymus Jackson. That's just a nice pitch. 2-2. And that is softly hit to second. And we've made 5 outs, 4 of them ground outs. Here's Kingsley Jones. He's another guy who's been playing a little bit better as of late. It's fouled back to the screen. That's low for ball 1. And another one on the ground. This one, he could beat that out. He's got pretty good speed, and Kingsley Jones is safe. As the pitcher unable to field a comebacker. And an infield single for Kingsley Jones. First hit of the game. Wow, we're hitting the ball really hard today. We're just barely making contact. Misses outside for ball 1. Don't love that pitch. So they'll take it for a strike. So like the result. Back-to-back pitches in there. 1-2. Outside. We'll make it 2-2. It's a nice pitch. And that is hit on the ground to Rock Casey. He fields and throws to Jones for the out. Another one hit to Casey. This one on a line drive, and I'll make that play as well. Couple of quick outs here in the second. That just barely misses the inside corner. Fouled off. 2-1. It's a nice pitch. Called strike. Elevate the fastball. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And we have 8, 9, and 1 now coming up in our order, beginning with Jose Tremendo. Of course, he's got a line out. Hit the ball hard. It's right at somebody. And here's raw strikes. Our pitcher. just not going to hit this with a pitcher. Yep, kind of what I expected with raw strikes. Especially on a higher ego. If that was, like, in the 50s, I might be able to get a hit. But here's Raw Casey. Hit hard into left field. That'll get down for a base hit. Although we are going to have to keep him at first, as that was well played by the left fielder. Also, the angle of the wall just makes it bounce right to him. Fouled back to the screen. We're making a lot of contact, just hitting the ball softly. There's a nice pitch. 0-2 to Nacho Crisp. And he grounds one up the middle and through for a base hit. We're going to hold Rock Casey at second. And we have first and second, 2 outs for Rip Dingers. Outside, 1-0. There's a strike, just a nasty slider. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Bit above the zone. Could have been called a strike. I've seen that called before. Just gets a piece. Still 1-2. Oh, what am I swinging at? That was inside. Although, we get some hits. It's progress, although still trailing 1-0. This is low. Hits softly to first. Kingsley Jones will take it himself. That misses away. 1-0. That's hit right back up the middle for a 1-out single. Just their second hit of the game. That's fouled off. 0-1. Again, they put this guy. They tell him to steal, and he's safe again, 2 for 2 on stealing for their center fielder, their leadoff hitter. That's a nice pitch. They will hold him at third. Tremendo's got a good arm and gets that in quickly. Alright, now we don't want to make the same mistake. We're going to put the infield halfway. And then we'll see if it's hit on the ground. That just misses. If that's against me, that's definitely called a strike. I've seen that pitch even lower called before. 2-0 to Hack Weiner. Turns on Big Hack, which gives him plus 10 power. Minus 20 contact with 2-0, 3-0, and 3-1 counts. That's going to miss to make it 3-0. There's a strike. Oh, just misses. And a rare walk from raw strikes. Again, we'll keep the infield halfway. Uh-oh. Hit into left field, Buck Swiner will field and get it in quickly. And they will still have bases loaded, 1 out. Although they do score a run. Just misses. That misses as well. Oh, come on. Some of these pitches have to be strikes, right? There's a strike. There's another one. Swing and a miss. Alright, 3-2. We're going to stick with the fastball. Just because I don't want to miss and then drive in another run. Hit in the air to center. Hieronymus Jackson going back will make the play. Runner tags, make it 3-0. And they now got first and third with 2 outs. That's a grounder to Casey. And will make the play to end the third inning. But the wide loads get another couple of runs. And it is now 3-0. Wow. We can make better contact. I think we can do something. But we just barely hit the ball. Here's Hieronymus Jackson. Inside for ball 1. Upstairs 2-0 for a center fielder. Popped up foul and out of play. Hit hard and through for a single. Hitting the ball on the ground a lot today, but that one makes its way through. And we actually have the same amount of hits as them, just not doing anything to score. Here's Kingsley Jones, takes upstairs for ball 1. That misses low, 2-0 to our first baseman. Probably would have been a ball, so instead 2-1. There's a called strike, 2-2. And that is also through for a base hit. Back-to-back singles into left field. And that brings up Buck Swiner. He's driven in 25 runs this season. Let's see if he can drive in another right here. The runner in scoring position. Swing and a miss there. Fouled off. 1-2 to Buck Swiner. Fouled off. Still 1-2. Wow, that's a nasty slider. Here's Tremendo. Not necessarily the guy you want up in this situation. I just don't know how to hit that. That's the same pitch. And just impossible to hit. We need to get this pitcher out of here. That's the main thing. The bad thing is he's only at 60 pitches, although his stamina is going down. Just got to make sure we get him out soon. Misses low for ball 1. There's a strike. Raw strikes, usually a pretty accurate pitcher, having trouble finding the zone today. That's a foul. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Irene Fast with the put out on to first as well. That is softly hit into right. Tremendo will make the play. Got to stop the down and away pitches to open up an at-bat. A single with 2 outs. There's a strike. 2 nice pitches. Make it 0-2. Another nice pitch. That is softly hit to Nacho Crisp. His throw on to first ends the 4th inning. Here's raw strikes. I'm just going to try to bunt. It's our best hope. Well, best chance of making contact with him at least. Here's Rock Casey. Takes low for ball 1. It's fouled off. This guy's pitches move so much. That ended up being right down the middle. This guy's impossible to hit. I think our best hope is just make him throw a lot of pitches. So his pitch count gets up and they have to take him out. 1-2 to Nacho Crisp. This is just impossible. Is that going to be a strike? I've seen that called before. I mean, there's just no way to hit that. I swing, and then I don't hit it. Or I'm called out on strikes. Down to, off the glove of Rip Dingers. Would have been a nice play. But an infield single. It's fouled off. Fouled off again. Quickly in the driver's seat, 0-2. That's going to be 2. Grounder to Casey. On to Nacho Crisp. And back on to Kingsley Jones. 4-6-3 double play. And here's a grounder to Rip Dingers. And a very quick 5th inning. 3, 4, and 5 coming up in our order, beginning with Rip Dingers. There's a strike. Grounded right up the middle for an infield single. Didn't hit that very hard, but I'll take a base runner. First hit of the day for Rip Dingers. That's a low 1-1 to Irene Fast. That's just a nasty pitch. I cannot hit that. This is so frustrating. I mean, at least I shouldn't swing at that, I think. Like, there's no way that's called a strike, but it's just so hard to tell. That misses for ball one. 1-1. 1 out in the 6th. That's it through for a base hit. Hieronymus Jackson with his second hit of the day. And I feel like we've been in this situation quite a few times. First and second, 1 out. Kingsley Jones, he's 2 for 2. Let's see if we can make it 3 for 3. Oh. If I keep that fair, that might score a run. But it's foul. 0-2. And there's a strikeout. Definitely had our fair share of those today. Misses inside. 1-0 to Swiner. Make it 2-0. That misses down. These pitches are just impossible to hit. That's way upstairs. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That'll release the runners. And that's a called strike 3. I mean, there's no way I hit that. So, our best chance is just hoping it misses. I feel like if he wasn't juiced coming into this game, we'd actually be able to score. But because he was juiced, it makes an already good pitcher insane. Leadoff single there for them. Here in the 6th. That's well, 1-1. Uh-oh, that's right down the middle. Called strike. Ends up being a pretty good location, despite missing my spot. Oh, if Raw Strikes doesn't touch that, that's a double play. Instead, we can only get the out at first. Backdoor slider. It's taken for strike 1. It's fouled off. 1-2. That's fouled off. Count remains 1-2. Hit on the ground to first. Kingsley Jones has it and will again take himself. Misses outside. That's hit to Rip Dingers. And his throw onto first will end at the 6th inning. 2/3 of this game gone. We have 7 hits, same as them. Just don't do anything with our hits. Like, there's no way I'm going to hit that pitch. That one either. 1-2. That's probably a strike, right? No, it's not. Make a couple of changes there. Raw Strikes is up. He's thrown 76 pitches, so he's going to hit. The good news is we get this pitcher out of here. Although, I'm not sure why you'd make the change to face a pitcher. But they do. Not complaining about that. And now we at least have a chance. Misses 3-1 to Raw Strikes. 3-2 to our pitcher. And there's strike 3. That might have been a little upstairs. That would have been close. Alright, our first batter, not a pitcher, against a pitcher that seems actually hittable. So, hopefully we can do something and score some runs. Hit right back up the middle on our first pitch. Good start. Rock Casey back to on fire. Here's Nacho Crisp. Get out of play. It's not gonna. Man. a little further foul. And that would have been great. And we'd still be batting. Otherwise, or now that doesn't happen, and we're back in the field. Misses low. That's hit softly to not so crisp. His throw gets him in time. Roll Strikes has thrown just 81 pitches, pitching pretty well. Uh-oh. Right as I say that. That's gone. Okay, of course I had to say that right there. 397 to the right, his second homer, 8th RBI of the season, and it's now 4-0. I mean, Roll Strikes is going to stay in. 83 pitches. Uh-oh. I always have to say something and then they homer. Okay, Roll Strikes is not going to stay in. This one, 396 into right as well. So we will make a pitching change. And it's going to be Carla Tolbert that comes in. It's between Tolbert and Wilkinson. Wilkinson has pitched 2 of the last 3, so opted to go with Tolbert, who didn't pitch last game. Could use both in this game, depending on how the rest of it plays out. This one hit in to right center, gets to the wall. Around Jackson throws it into second, but he's in there with the double. Oh, that's way off. Ends up being really good. Take the result. That's too far off the plate. 1-2. 1-1 with 2 outs. That misses outside. 2-1. It's fouled off. Fouled off. Stays alive. Tolbert, a K neglector. Minus 15 junk and velocity. With a 2-strike count. Fouled off again. That's grounded through for a base hit. I'll hold the runner at third. Runners on the corners with 2 outs in the 7th and a 5-0 wide world lead. There's a strike. 98 from Carla Tolbert. Accuracy is tough to work with, especially after pitching with Roll Strikes, who is a very accurate pitcher. That's a nice one. That's grounded foul down the first base line. And that's right back up the middle. Another run will score. And it's now 6-0. That's right down the middle. Thankfully, they're taking that. But this 7th inning has not been kind to us. Swing and a miss on the backdoor cutter. Called strike 3. Let's go. Alright, we just need to get runs. That's our big thing right now. Can't win if you don't score. It's kind of where we're at. Wow, that. Why am I so bad today? Fouled off. 0-2. That's low 1-2. Dingers. Hit softly to short. And first out here in the 8th. 5 outs to work with. Score 6 runs. That's way inside. 2-0. That misses to Irene Fast. That's probably a strike, even if I don't swing. This zone is annoying me. I mean, all these pitches appear to be strikes, but I really don't think they all are. Like, was that pitch going to be a strike? Probably. Even though, to me, that's pretty high. That's another soft contact, and that will be caught in front of the dugout for the out. Here's their pitcher. Carla Tolbert threw 18 pitches. We'll make the switch to Wilkinson. There's a strike. 2 good pitches. That's fouled off. Just gets a piece. Called strike 3 in the outside corner. Nice at bat for Jackson Wilkinson. I just realized they don't have their pitcher batting 9th. They have their left fielder batting 9th. Although, that may have been because of the double switch they made before. Ends up being so bad it was good. And the 1-2 is hit well into right. Tremendo. Oh, what a play made by Jose Tremendo. Let's go. I thought that had a chance to go. I feel like if I keep going back, I could still make that play. But what a play for Tremendo in right field. Second game in a row, we've made a nice play in the field. Nacho Crisp had an unbelievable diving catch early in our last game. Uh-oh. Into center field for Hieronymus Jackson. We'll make the play. Almost overran that. But down to our final 3 outs. 6, 7, and 8 coming up in our order. Kingsley Jones, he's got 2 hits, so we'll keep him in. He's got a 3rd hit as he singles on the first pitch he sees. Buck Swanner and Jose Tremendo are both tense. We'll probably pinch hit for one of them. And we'll definitely pinch hit for Wilkinson. We'll let Swanner bat. Way out in front, though. Pretty good pitch to hit. That's low. 1-1. 1-2. That's called a strike. That's outside. 2-2. For a left fielder. That's hit softly, but through for a base hit. Let's go. Now, again, we've got this situation. First and second. This time, nobody out. And, of course, they're going to make a pitching change to go to an A- reliever. The good news is he is tense. But let's think about this for a second. Tremendo. He's not great. Just made a nice play in the field. Should we pinch hit for him? That's the question right now. Let's keep him in. There's a strike. Oh, and 2. Oh, yeah, that was not the right decision. To swing or keep in Tremendo. Alright, Wilkinson will come out for sure. We'll pinch hit with Corey Quaker. Quaker fouls it off. Upstairs, 1-1. That was a nasty pitch. 1-2 to Quaker. Inside, 2-2. This gets a piece. Still 2-2. Another foul ball. Still 2-2. Oh! Another disgusting screwball and Quaker down on strikes. Went a little too long, though definitely could have hit that. There's a strike. Into right field, Rock Casey. That could be huge if that goes. That's gone! Rock Casey cuts this lead in half. It's now 6-3. Let's go. Huge home run for Rock Casey. 427 feet. His 12th homer of the season. 19th RBI, and it's now 6-3. With the heart of our order coming up. Here's Nacho Crisp. He's 1 for 4. Oh, come on. That's not a strike. 0-2 to Nacho Crisp. That's upstairs. We are down to our final strike, by the way. And there it is. Swing and a miss. Well, we get a home run just for nothing. And to make the final score look a little bit better. We lose 6-3. Get 11 hits. But just couldn't score at all. We also struck out 16 times. Raw strikes picks up the loss despite overall a solid game before the 7th inning. And that 7th inning also really hurt us, giving up 3 runs. If we didn't give up those 3 runs, we would tie the game. But obviously that 7th inning does exist. And we end up losing to a team that's not the greatest. They had a losing record. Now they're 500, 12-12. Got CPU games to sim. We'll skip all these. We are now half a game behind the Sirloins for the Mega Division. And something I've talked about a lot is wanting to stay out of the wildcard race. The good news is we are a game and a half up on the wildcard teams right now because we've played some more games. Or actually less games. But that'll be a battle to watch down the stretch. Let's see if we have anything here. Got a signing. Corona's Jackson's now a slowpoke. Okay, that's great. Not really. Signing. Buck Swiner has better contact. That's nice. Development things. Another signing. Another 3 signings, actually. Let's check player development. Can we afford anything? No, we can't. Alright, but as I said before, we are going to sim this game against the Jacks. This is a game we should for sure win. If I play around with this lineup, I don't know if it affects it. But we have a lot of tense players in this lineup. We're going to do this. I don't know if it does affect it for when you sim games or not, but that's the lineup we're going to hopefully use, and we will sim this game against the Jacks, and let's hopefully win this game. They're not good. They're 9-15. The reverse record of ours. Our ace on the mound, we should win this game. Let's see. Not good start. And we lost. Okay. Not good. A couple of players have been posting chain letters to social media. Who do you confront? Well, that's tough. Both are so good. It's going to be Rock Casey just because Charlie Best's loyalty already lower. But that's not great. You've taken the last clean towel. Who are you going to make restock it? Tremendo has to restock the towels. Alright, we got a couple of CPU games. Skip those. And the hot corner is up next. See if that impacts the standings at all. And now we're tied. Wow. How have we played fewer games? We've played 2 fewer than almost every other team. Actually, we've played 4 fewer than the Joyriders. But we're still in the wildcard race. And we'll probably will be in it for the entire rest of the season. Got a bunch of signings. And again, we'll check player development. Curry Quaker. We could buy that. I've been wanting to get this for Klaus to game. We can get it next game. But there's a 32% chance we lose it. So I'm not going to buy that now. And we will wait. He also threw 24 pitches last game. Just something to note for our next game. Not going to play it. I just want to see. Oh, we have to hit again next game. But I'm just seeing who we used in our bullpen. Charlie Best threw 47. Tolbert threw 20. Wilkinson threw 29. So we used our entire bullpen. But we lose back-to-back games. Play one, sim one, lose them both. But that's going to do it for this episode of Moose Franchise. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, turn notifications so you don't miss any other upcoming videos or anything like that. I do my best to post as often as possible. Be sure to check out my main channel, Super Sports Central, link in the description of this video. I do my best to post as often as possible, and I will see you in the next video.